In physics, energy is defined as the ability to do work, but that doesn't really explain what it is or really what it does. When we hear that someone or something is energetic, we usually think that that means they're moving a lot. Most of us associate energy with motion, but energy can be doing things that our eyes don't detect, and it can be stored. So it's convenient to think of energy as the ability to make things happen or to make things move. The challenging thing about energy is that it takes on so many forms. Obviously, when things are moving, they have energy. We call that energy, or the energy of motion, kinetic energy. Before we look at kinetic energy, let's talk about some of the other forms. Sound energy is transferred by vibrations from a source to your ears, so you can hear things. There's also heat energy, which makes things warm up. And then there's chemical energy that's stored in molecules like in explosives or food. Radiant energy is what we get from the sun. It includes visible light along with ultraviolet and infrared. Solar panels absorb radiant energy. We're all familiar with electrical energy. It's what runs all our devices, including the phone or computer you're using right now. Nuclear energy, which is also called atomic energy, is stored in the nucleus of atoms. Nuclear energy is what runs the sun, but also nuclear reactors on a smaller scale here on Earth. It can be very dangerous if released too rapidly. We're going to focus on mechanical energy, which is energy that can make something move or is moving. Energy that's stored that can be used to make something move is called potential energy because it could potentially cause motion. We have two ways that we can store energy mechanically. We can lift them up. The higher they're lifted, the faster they could be going later. So we call that stored energy from lifting them gravitational potential energy because it's due to gravity. The other way we can store energy is with a spring or rubber band. The further you stretch a rubber band, the faster it will end up going when it's released. So we call this elastic potential energy because it's stored energy that's potential in the rubber band. And then, as I said before, moving energy is called kinetic energy. So we'll be focusing in physics for us on kinetic and potential energy.